7. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest. To aid all may I become Buddha. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest. To aid all may I become Buddha. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest. To aid all may I become Buddha. May all sentient beings have happiness and its causes. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all sentient beings never be parted from sorrowless bliss. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from bias, attachment, and hatred. To the founder of the encounters, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the complete, perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, who got to know the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you the completely and fully awakened one, the encounters that have destroyed the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shatric land, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the encounters that have destroyed the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the complete, perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, who got to know of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed that a destroyer of the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the shattered crown. To the founder, the endowed that a destroyer of the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, who got to know of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed that a destroyer, conqueror, the subduer of the Shaka clan. I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. When, O supreme among humans who were born on this earth, you paced out 7 strides and said, I am supreme in this world, to you who were wise then I prostrate. With pure bodies formed, supremely pure, wisdom ocean, baby that blazes in the 3 worlds, winner of the best, Lord, to you. With the supreme signs, face like spotless moon, to you I prostrate. Just free like you, the 3 worlds are not. One to you I prostrate. The Savior having great compassion, the founder having all understanding, the field of merit with qualities like a vast ocean, the one gone to lessons I prostrate. The purity that frees one from attachment, the virtue that frees one from the lower realms, the one path, the sublime pure reality. Those who are liberated and who also show the path to liberation, the holy field qualified with realizations, who are devoted to the moral precepts. To you, the sublime community intending virtue, I prostrate. Homage to the Supreme Buddha, homage to the Dharma Refuge, homage to the Great Sangha, to all 3 ever without homage, to all worthy of respect, bow and withdrawal of many as all realms, atoms, in all aspects. Faith I pay homage. Do not commit any non-virtuous actions. Perform only perfect virtuous actions. Subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of the Buddha. A star, mirage, the flame of the lamp, an illusion of dropping to a bubble. A dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud. See conditioned things as such. Through these merits may sentient beings attain the rank of all seeing, subdue the foe, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, the waves of aging, sickness, and death. From Tushita's hundreds of gods, protectors, to tip of this fresh, pure wine, heaped, girt like O Dapa Dharma's omniscient king, pray come to this place with your disciples. In space ahead, by enthroned lotus and They stay hundreds of eons to spread doctrine as supreme merit. Feel for my mind of faith. Your wisdom mind sees full range of knowable. Your eloquent speech adorns fortune. Your beauteous body, famed glory outstanding. Homage to you, words, what to think of, hear and see. Pleasant offerings of water, various flowers, fragrant incense, light perfume, and so on. Oceans of offerings set out and envisioned, offered up to you, supreme field of merit. Non-virtue committed will be speech and life, which I have heaped up since beginningless time, especially what has contradicted thee. Each I confess from my heart with strong regret. In time of strife you strove to learn and practice. Mundane concerts made life essence. O protector from depths of our hearts, we rejoice in your powerful grace. Venerable gurus from love and wisdom, clouds densely massed in your Dharma kaya sky, pray loose a rain, vast profound Dharma, on fields of disciples just as needed. May whatever virtue that I here gather bring benefits to all beings and objects, and may it make venerable Samdra essential teaching specially shine forever. Big may say, Ray, Ter, Chen, Chen, Raise, Tree, May, Kempe, Wang, Po, Jam, Pel, Jupung, Magu, Jom, Say, Song, Wei, Gong, Shen, Ke, Pei, Su, Gen, Song, Ka, Lo, Sang, Dra, Pei, Sha, Wa, So, Wa. O glorious and precious root, pray take seat of lotus on my crown, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments of body, speech, and mind. O glorious and precious root, pray take seat of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments common and supreme. O glorious and precious Ruku, pray take seat of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness, until supreme awakening remains steadfast. Homage to the exalted Sri Jew. Thus have I heard at one time the Blessed One was dwelling in Rajagriha, the great assembly of monks and the assembly of bodhisattvas. At that time the Blessed One was absorbed in concentration of the countless aspects of the Buddha. At that very time, the superior arti, Shara, the Bodhisattva, the great being perfectly at the practice of perfection of wisdom, perfectly looking at the emptiness and inherent existence of the five heads. Then, through the power of the Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said to superior arti, Shara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, how should a child of the lineage trained in which to engage in the practice? Thus he spoke, and the superior Akshi, Shara the Bodhisattva, the great being, replied to the venerable Shariputra as well. Shariputra, whichever son or daughter of the lineage wished to engage in the practice of profound perfection wisdom, should look perfectly like this. Subsequently, looking perfectly and correctly at the emptiness and inherent existence of the five elements. Form is empty, emptiness is form, emptiness is not other than form, form is not other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, compositional factors, and consciousness are empty. Shariputra, like this, all phenomena are empty with characteristics that produce and do not cease. They have no defilement and no separation from defilement. They have no decrease and no increase. Therefore, Shariputra, in emptiness there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no composition, no factors, no consciousness. There is no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no visible form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no object of touch, no mental phenomenon. There is no I element and so forth up to no mind element, up to no element of mental consciousness. There is no ignorance and no cessation of ignorance and so forth up to no aging and death. And no cessation of aging and death. Likewise, there is no suffering, no origin, no cessation, and no path, no exalted wisdom, no attainment, and also no knowledge. Therefore, Shariputra, bodhisattvas rely on and abide in the perfection of wisdom. And because their minds have no obstructions, they have no fear. Passing utterly beyond error, they attain the final state beyond sorrow. All who reside in the three times by relying upon the perfection of wisdom and manifested complete Buddhas in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, and complete enlightenment. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the equal to the unequal mantra, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering and is not false, should be known as the truth. The mantra of perfection of wisdom. Jaya Gate Gate Samgate Bodhisattva. Shariputra, this is how a bodhisattva, a great being, should train in the profound. Then the Blessed One arose from that concentration and said to the superior Akshi, Shara the Bodhisattva, the great being. Well said, so it is. The profound perfection of wisdom should be practiced exactly as you have taught. Rejoice. When the Blessed One has said this, the Venerable Shariputra, superior Akshi, Shara the Bodhisattva, the great being, and the entire assembly as well as worldly beings, gods, humans, Arabs and others were filled with admiration and highly praised what was spoken by the Blessed One. In the holy supreme abode of the Dakinis, possessed of clairvoyance and miraculous power, as your children. Homage to the host of the three places, Dakinis. Abhisamayalamkara. Trayata Om Gate Gate Para Sam Gate Bodhiso. To the power of truth of the exalted three jewels. Negativity such as the form Mars be stopped. May they become all enemies, obstructors, and hindrances Shanti Kuriye so. The 80,000 types of obstructors pacified, free from adverse harmful conditions. Bring happiness and well-being here. Sashi Bhakti Chukshik Meso Chamri Rabling Shi Nidegam Padi Sanghe Jitar Shambe Chokyi Shamnala Janchu Pardu Jaki Japsuchi Taki Chunu Kepe Sonam Tola Penche Sangye Chodak Sokyu Shamnala Janchu Pardu Jaki Japsuchi Taki Chunu Kepe Sonam Tola Penche Sangye Drupasham Chodak Sokyu Shamnala Janchu Pardu Jaki Japsuchi Taki Chunu Kepe Sonam Tola Penche Sangye Drupasham.
Okay. Good evening. How was your day? So, okay? Anyway, it's finished. Good or bad? That's good, right? Just good or bad, just finish.
Yeah, anniversary of 9/11.
Yeah.
A lot of grief.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very bad, a lot of bad memories. Right? It's very sad. Yeah. How many years ago? 18 years. Wow. That time I was Bangalore. I remember. Wow. 18 years. That's go very fast. Anyway, a lot of things, happen. Since between 18 years and now, how many things happen? How big change things? Good, bad, long, and wars. But usually we really think about anything that you accept, then no problem. Good or bad, doesn't matter. Sometimes we have no choice, you accept or not, but we have to. If you accept, then things go to more slowly or it doesn't bother you. If you don't accept this, why is happening for me? It's what's going on. Example, someone broken hand. You think about that, so what can I do? I'm so bad. I couldn't use my left hand. I lost my hand. You think about that, 24 hours, you think about that. 24 hours, because you not accept, right? If you say, okay, I'm lucky I have right hand. I can do most things right hand. Some people doesn't have both legs, both hands. Some people doesn't have no hands, no legs also. Okay, that's why. Some people doesn't have both eyes, both ears. How they survive? You think about their way, you're nothing. Because you accept your problem. It doesn't bother you. Right? What do you think? Okay, now maybe a couple minutes you can meditation, whatever you like. Okay? Whatever you like. Just a couple minutes. This is a good place to meditation, a lot of holy objects. Therefore, with meditation, here, like holy place, the meditation become more powerful, more, relaxed, or more benefit. It's not the same as your meditation in your own house. The power of the basic or base or foundation is different. You can meditation whatever you like. Couple minutes. Okay, that's good. How's it? What your meditation? Yeah, you can do, whenever you have time, do a little bit of meditation, for use to your mind. It's pretty good. Therefore, yeah, anyway like that. Okay, then maybe I'm not talking too much, then we go to directly for the complicated subject. Okay. I always just mention you guys, this is it's not easy, but you study a little bit this, put very good influence your own mind, therefore, even you have some doubt of the emptiness, it's, close all the doors to the hell room also, they say. Therefore, it's a very great object or subject we study. Therefore, it's not easy, but try to keep going as much as we can. Okay? And then, usually this is, so how you do meditation, how you practice. It's talk about also like what benefit when you reach the level, what benefit you get at the level when you get, you call it, you have the quality of that kind of mind. Okay? Then the takazan something
So we'll start from where we stopped last time.
And it's
So like it says 10, 11, 9, 11, right? So now So we went through the 10. Now we're doing the next 11 ones, 11 topics. And so among the 11 topics, the second category, we've gone through already the 3 topics, right? And also we went through those the limbs, of the know path, the know of the path that knows the hearer's path, know of the path that knows Solid Realization's path, right? And so today we're going to go to the 4th topic of the second category, which is Mahayana path of seeing, right? No need to go into details. If we go into detail, it'll be more confusing. And so if we just read through it and then have a short discussion about it, then at least we leave a positive imprint in our mind of having heard this teaching, and also create some positive merits, good karma in our mind. So let's read that. Mahayana path of seeing. With regards to great benefits due to the excellent qualities of these and others, the path of seeing. The definition of the Mahayana path of seeing is Mahayana clear realizer of truth conjoined with the wisdom directly realizing emptiness in the continuum of the person who possesses it. When divided, there are 3. The exalted wisdom meditated occupies the Mahayana path of seeing, the exalted wisdom subsequent attainment of the Mahayana path of seeing, and Mahayana path of seeing that is neither of these 2. Its boundaries are that it exists only on the Mahayana path of seeing. So the definition of the path, is that which that which contains, the mind, which contains a pure or genuine renunciation, right? So if you have a genuine renunciation, then you have entered into the path or have generated the path, right? So when we say genuine renunciation, the genuine renunciation is a wish, to achieve liberation throughout day and night, right? Okay. So that kind of the renunciation. So whenever you have generated that kind of genuine renunciation, then you have generated the path, in your mind. And then, so now how many paths are there?
5.
Okay. Okay.
So 3 times 5, right? 3 times 5 paths is 15. So what are the 15 paths? 5 of 5? Solid realizers, yeah.
Okay.
So among these 15 paths, how many paths are superior paths? 9.
9, that's good. 9, okay. And then so
now how many ordinary paths?
6. Oh, that's
So that's the basic thing you have to understand, okay? About the path. So now what we're talking about is the Mahayana path, right?
Okay. And then
so this is a different, the name is same, right? But it's has a different 그래서 민미도 다니지 무슨 주고.
Then
So same name, right? Part of seeing. It says part of seeing. Part of seeing for the hearers, part of seeing for the solitary realizers, and part of seeing for the Mahayana as well. But when you say Mahayana part of seeing, it is different than the Mahayana, than the part of seeing of the hearers or solitary realizers.
And then you somebody chanting with him just and then
And so, it depends on the definition of the path is having generated the genuine renunciation, right? So, which is having the thought to achieve, having a wish to achieve liberation throughout day and night. So, when you have that, you have entered into the path. And then when that renunciation is conjoined with the bodhicitta, then you have entered into the Mahayana path.
Okay. Then you die and then chanting with him and you Toma, and Shantam Solam said,
So conjoined with that renunciation, when you first generate the bodhicitta, then you have entered into the Mahayana path, the first path, which is the path of accumulation, Mahayana path of accumulation.
And
so that person who have generated the Mahayana path, Mahayana path of accumulation, whenever he or she come to realize emptiness in the manner of meaning generality, then at that time he or she has entered into the Mahayana path of preparation.
And then they can't and the Yapara
and that kind of person, whenever he or she has realized emptiness directly, and at that time he or she has entered into the Mahayana path of seeing.
Okay.
So now this is the Mahayana path of seeing, and this is the definition here, right? The definition of the Mahayana path of seeing.
Rajadi Konzaki, Tonio to Shira Simbe, Tiji Damang, Tona, Soso, Lander Gladima, Konzaki, Tonio to Shira Simbe, and the Lamkai, but not Tom Lagades.
And it says Mahayana clear realization, Mahayana clear realizer of the truth, conjoined with the wisdom, directly realizing emptiness in the continuum of the person who possesses it. And so that is the definition of the Mahayana path of seeing.
Okay. Tadu ta nelamdo dela ta dela tejin tolo nyamja ishi tejin tolo jetabe shi teni koroma tejin tolo sumshagndo was.
And then when divided, there are three, right? The meditative equipoise, and exalted wisdom of the meditative equipoise of Mahayana path of seeing, and then subsequent attainment of the Mahayana path of seeing, and then the neither of those two.
Oh yeah. Ta chudo bena chazo bena nazo tomani tolo samuchi tandero. And so
let's say you are contemplating on emptiness, right? So when you are contemplating emptiness, and when you realize emptiness directly, and at that time you are in a meditative equipoise, of the Mahayana path of seeing.
And so when
you say emptiness, and the emptiness is the empty of existing in a way they appear to us. Right? So the things, the way they appear to us doesn't exist in that way. So it's thinking things are all empty of existing in a way they appear to us. And so not just saying or thinking, but really realizing, coming to realize that it is like that. When you come to realize like that directly, and that's like realizing emptiness directly. So now let's pretend we're on a meditative equipoise of the Mahayana path of seeing.
Okay.
Meditate on emptiness for a few seconds. So you have already gone through, you have already generated the Mahayana path of accumulation and preparation. Now you are on a Mahayana path of seeing. And so usually during the Mahayana path of preparation, you meditate on emptiness. So you start meditating on emptiness from the Mahayana path of preparation, and then when you come to realize it directly, and then you have entered, at that time you have entered into the Mahayana path of seeing. And at that time, that direct realization of emptiness becomes an antidote, to the innate grasping at true existence.
Okay.
Not innate, sorry, intellectual grasping at true existence. So now you are on a minor path of preparation, okay?
Okay?
Meditating on emptiness, starting to meditate on emptiness.
Okay, 2 seconds in a couple seconds 같이.
And so now from that state of meditation, let's say you have already realized, reached the minor path of seeing. So now you just meditated on emptiness, right? And then you came to realize emptiness directly. You are meditating on emptiness directly. And now you came out of the meditation on emptiness. So now that is the subsequent attainment of the minor path of seeing. Okay, that's the second one, okay? So now you're writing, you're studying and doing all these things. That's the subsequent attainment of the minor path of seeing. So during that time, you accumulate merits. You accumulate merit.
And
so, but before that, when you were meditating on emptiness, you are accumulating wisdom, the collection of wisdom, and now you are accumulating the collection of merit. And so now the next one, the third one, which is neither of these two. And so this is like, neither meditative equipoise nor subsequent attainment. And so if it is a meditative equipoise of the minor path of seeing, then it has to be antidote, to the intellectual grasping of true existence. And at the time when you have achieved the subsequent attainment of the minor path of seeing, you have already abandoned that particular intellectual grasping of true existence. And so 되는 냠샤이시는 터져 털람레스.
대신 돈은 그랬어.
털람레스 말레스.
말했어. 다그 대신 돈은 냠자시나 염나 대신 돈을 빠치문화에 그래 염나 대신 돈은 넘도나 가는 거 그랬어. 대신 돈을 제타고 지에서 또 뭐냐 냠자시데 아니 냠자시래다 대신 돈을 냠자시 말했어.
So now the third one is a little bit confusing. What Geshe is saying is that it has to be in meditative equipoise, but not a meditative equipoise of minor path of seeing. So I don't know if you see the difference. Meditative equipoise and the meditative equipoise of minor path of seeing. Okay, so there's two differences. So if it's a meditative equipoise of minor equipoise of minor path of seeing, then it has to be either uninterrupted path of the minor path of seeing, or thoroughly liberated path of the minor path of seeing. If it is meditative equipoise, right? So if it's so this is uninterrupted path of the minor path of seeing, is the antidote, to the intellectual grasping at true existence, and then the thoroughly liberated path of the minor path of seeing, is the cessation, cessation of having ceased the delusion, so abandonment or cessation. So these two, so if it is meditative equipoise of the minor path of seeing, then it has to be either of these two. So if it is not these two, but if it could be still meditative equipoise, and so after you come out of this subsequent attainment, then you go into meditating on emptiness again. So that meditation on emptiness is a meditative equipoise, but not a meditative equipoise of minor path of seeing, because it's not either the uninterrupted part of the minor path of seeing or thoroughly liberated part of the minor path of seeing.
Okay, it's more confused. Yeah, it's confused. It's okay. It doesn't matter. It's not. 그냥 또 다치는 말이지. 그래서나 강제 대라 대전 돈을 제탑 지서 양조 동물들 냠배냐자 있더라. 아니 대전 돈을 냠자시다 제탑지 가는 많이 발라 그래서. 다니로 되라 그래서.
So then after the subsequent attainment of the minor path of seeing, so during which you're doing other practices, right? Doing other practices to accumulate merit. So you will have enough merit, to be able to go back, to meditate on emptiness again. So to be able to go back to meditate on emptiness again, you have to accumulate merit. Without merit, you won't be able to do that, right? So at that time, when you're accumulating merit to go back to meditate on emptiness again, it's called the subsequent attainment. Right? So after that subsequent attainment, again you go back into meditating on emptiness. At that time, it's not a meditative equipoise of the minor path of seeing, but it is a meditative equipoise on emptiness, but it's not a meditative equipoise of the minor path of seeing.
Do you have to do this number 3, or can you just skip that altogether?
The kaya maayamada chegoreg이 다 당분 냠샤 때는 저도 야가는 양 때는 kaya maayamada 이거 로그를 했어. 다다
로그 그랬어. 근데 텐로한테 고노나 봐야지 그랬어. 고노나 양 봐야지.
So yeah, you have to go that. You have to go through that, because you have to go through that in order to jump up or move up to a minor path of meditation.
대전 조나도 냐바자로 그래서 냐바전에 덴스 그도 빠지면 또 동반인에서 가디 또 원하는데 대전으로 빠지면 자로 그래서 곤냐바샤데 그래서 다 덴리게 덴스 그도 가디 빠나 곤나노라 자로 냐바샤도 찍으래 고야라고 말했어.
So you start meditating on emptiness from the minor path of preparation, right? So while you are on that same state of meditation, then while you're realizing emptiness, when you on that same state of meditation, you come to realize emptiness directly, and then you move up, to the minor path of seeing. So you don't come out. Exactly, yeah. So in one session, you don't come out of the meditation, from the minor path of preparation in order to move up to minor path of seeing. You move up while you are still in meditation. Yeah. So when you come to realize emptiness directly, at that time, while meditating, when you come to realize emptiness directly, you move up, to the minor path of seeing, and then so that direct realization of the minor path of seeing, which is the uninterrupted, path of the minor path of seeing, that becomes the antidote, to the intellectual grasping of true existence.
Okay. 대가 대전 돈을 전화 친조 좀 보이시 돈을 받지만 돈을 나눠서 손대 냐바셔도 길이 연 거래서
And so, so the supreme, the dharma, of the minor part of preparation, that last of the four minor part of preparation, right? So that one, and then the uninterrupted part of the minor part of seeing, and the total liberated part of the minor part of seeing. Those three happens in one session.
Okay. 다주도 냐마 다도 도모주 냐마샤 주도지랑 응원도 라요 배는 빼샤가 일지. 다 중도 담보정을 시주심이 시인다세. 검지자와스.
So now you are the supreme dharma wisdom, of the minor part of preparation. Okay.
Okay.
So in that time.
But I still don't see, this seems like you're going backwards if you're going to go back and meditate. You know what I mean? If number 3 seems like you've gone backwards.
The somebody said that I am somebody, the devil do it was told this morning.
달말 내 타마
The Golam Mabahonra.
그럼 마보시 돈을
No,
돈지.
this is not going back, it's going forward. Because from there then you move up, to the minor part of meditation. So from the minor part of seeing,
Yeah.
and then the last one is the nether of those two, and then from there you go up, to the minor part of meditation.
오케이. 다주도 냐마샤 주도 저 빼셔라 등지 고대해 주시나. 더 담보주는 좀 시주심이 시인다세.
So now you're the exalted wisdom of the supreme dharma of the minor part of preparation, right?
다만 묵tum 같이 와서 검자게다세.
Yeah, so you now go back to
묵tum 대다와서
meditation.
묵tum 암종아니야서 묵tum에 검자요 그자이다세.
Close your eyes and open your ears.
오케이.
Okay.
네 발라오다 대인성 고다세. 다 정도 담나 좀 시주심이 시인다세.
So now just think like that. Think like whatever I say. So like now you are on the exalted wisdom of the supreme dharma of the minor part of preparation.
오케이. 다주도 동반이 냐마샤데 요다세.
You're meditating on emptiness.
다주도 동반이 것도 또 버려다세.
Now you come to realize it directly.
다주도 토노 받침에 차서 말해서.
Now you become the uninterrupted part of the minor part of seeing.
오케이. 다만 냐마샤데 요다세.
You're still meditating.
다주 토노 받침으로 차와다 대득다 응인이 차서 말해서.
And so the moment you have realized the emptiness directly and achieved the uninterrupted part of the minor part of seeing, it becomes the antidote to the intellectual grasping at true existence.
다주 대득다 빵게다 다나 빵데요레스.
So now you're applying that antidote to the intellectual grasping at true existence.
다주 대득다 빵스 말해서.
So now you have abandoned the intellectual grasping at true existence.
다나주 냐마샤데요레스.
You're still on meditation.
다주 대득다 빵와다 디치라야 안에 대주도 넘으로 차서 말해서.
So the moment you have abandoned the grasping at the true existence, the intellectual grasping at true existence, you have achieved the uninterrupted part, so the total liberated part of the minor part of seeing.
오케이. 다주도 다나주는 넘으로 넘으로다.
So now you are on the total liberated part of the minor part of seeing.
오케이. 왜 다주도 쓰던 거레스. 다냐마샤 쓰던 거레스.
And so now, because you have abandoned, now you come out of the meditation
오케이.
on emptiness.
다주도 이게 들어가서 대부다고 뜨아서 대제
Now you can
도시레스.
open up, you open your eyes and do whatever you want to do, writing on the paper or doing any other things. Then that's your the subsequent attainment.
다주 제도시레다. 대제 도시레스.
And so now that's the subsequent attainment of the minor part of seeing.
오케이. 다 양조 동반이라 바냐마샤 오다스.
And so now you go back into meditating on emptiness again.
대가 되니 가는 법이 요시라 대레스.
And so now this is the neither of these two.
오케이. 대신 돌아 냐자시대 대신 돌아 제도시 내로 고요레스. 다나데 질용도 왔어.
So the meditative equipoise, the exalted wisdom of the meditative equipoise of the minor part of seeing has to come before the exalted wisdom of the subsequent minor part of seeing, subsequent attainment of the minor part of seeing. But this comes afterwards, right?
오케이. 다들 주도하는 냐바샤데 다 냐바샤네 대세 제기 그냥 남성은 고나서로 그랬어.
And so now, while meditating on that, whenever it becomes the antidote, to the innate grasping at true existence, then that becomes. Then you have then it because of Golam. And then you have reached the minor part of meditation.
오케이. 다주도 하고서 해 됐어. 로다네.
So then that becomes the uninterrupted part of the minor part of meditation.
Okay? Is clear a little bit?
So meditating on that emptiness, right? And then that meditation, when it becomes antidote, to the innate grasping at true existence, And that time, then it has become the uninterrupted path or the minor path of meditation. And at that time, it has become the meditative equipoise, the exalted wisdom or the meditative equipoise of minor path of meditation. So like, you are making a hole, right, in here. And you make a hole, you go through that, and when you come here, then you have made the hole completely. While you are in the middle, have you made the hole? No, it's like that. You're meditating on emptiness, you're making the hole, but you haven't come through all the way, so when you come through all the way, then at that time you have made the hole. But you're still in the process of making a hole, while it's still in the middle, right? But you haven't made the hole yet. It's like that. And so then you make one hole and then another hole, you want to make another hole, then you bring something else, right? Again, that tool is maybe not sharp enough. You have to go out and then make it sharp, or change the tool. Now you're in the subsequent attainment, right? And then you come back again and then make another hole.
Okay, yes.
Is there also a small, middle, and great of each three?
Yeah, so here it doesn't have it. At this point, it doesn't have it. And then, so then later when it goes up to the, on the path of meditation, when it goes into the 10 crowns, and then that time, then it comes there.
Okay.
So when you have a direct realization about this, and then you wake up and you go about your business, that's called subsequent attainment. So to understand clearly, I don't think I understand exactly the relationship between merit, what type of merit, and how does merit affect realization? Exactly, I don't understand.
이식도 사저 이식도 손은 돈이 냠사고 그래서 직직으로 도요 말했어. 그냥 나도 쇼바 집발했어. 쇼바. 근데 쇼바 찍는 짐벌도 못해도 집발했어. 안에 또 반에 냠바셔도 이식도 돼서 그래서 이식도 고사로 요래서. 다 아니 되네 이식도 사지고 가라 양조 제대로 요는 안에 손은 거 좀 봐. 두면서 파시도 아니 샹집선 겁네. 아니 손은 거 사서 그래까지 손은 집어차로 그래서. So in order
to achieve enlightenment, you need both merit and the wisdom, method and wisdom. So merit and wisdom, and so when you meditate on emptiness, you are accumulating wisdom. You are, of course, obviously you are accumulating wisdom, but then in order to be able to accumulate that wisdom, you need to have a merit. Without a merit, you will not be able to achieve that high realizations. So you always need more. So you have to go back and then meditate on loving kindness, compassion, morality, patience, effort, and so forth. So you have to practice all other 6 perfections. And then when you have enough merit, then when you go back, then you'll be able to realize. And without that, you won't be able to realize emptiness or develop higher wisdoms.
I get that part, but more precise, for example, if you're a physicist, you don't need merit. In any human endeavor where you use your mind for intellectual pursuits, merit's irrelevant. You can make an atomic bomb to kill 1 million people and be brilliant. Forget about merit; it doesn't even enter into the equation. So, I'm guessing, is the merit have something to do with the subtle body?
되는 말이지. 그냥 물론 갑자고나, 물론 갑자, 출루나 갑루나.
콜콜라도 고수세. 저런데 범서라. 선은 거 말했어. 저런 게 가서 대 리포트하는 데는 범서도 그랬어. 범서는 뭐 사람 뭐 세도 그랬어. 제가 선은 거 말했어. 대시라도 선은 거 말했어.
대수는 말에 액션 뭐 보고도 왔어. 대시라 때 액션 뭐 보고도 왔어. 대듯이 말했어. 단단히 그 야보셔 선은 놓고 범서라 그 신기하다이나 대고 내가 뭐 보고도 왔어. 그 신하고 내가 맞이 되더나 그 내가 누구 말 대듯이 말했어.
So the wisdom part of making the bomb is knowing it, right? Knowing how to make it. But you have to do it, right? You have to make it. Just by knowing, it will not happen by itself. You have to do it. So doing part is like the creating merit.
어때서 말했어.
And so, like the wisdom realizing emptiness, can be, the antidote can become antidote, to the true grasping of true existence. But you need, the merit, to help it, to be able to apply that antidote, to that delusions or the grasping of true existence. So yeah, that's a very good example. And so that's a good example, that you give. Like, if you want to make a car or a bicycle or a motorcycle, or whatever, the things that you want to make, you just knowing how to make it not enough, right? You have to have the manpower, you have the tools, you have to have the devices and the things and everything, right, together. So then you'll be able to make it, right? So if you just have the idea how to make it, but if you don't have all those things, will you be able to make it? No, you won't. And if you have all those things, but if you don't have idea, will you be able to make it? You won't, right? So you need all these combination of both, method and wisdom.
Okay? Is it really easy? Okay.
So when you have your first realization, so you go into the session on the path of preparation, and then you have the realization, and now you're on the uninterrupted path of seeing. And then when you come out, when you go back in, will you automatically have a direct realization?
No.
It take a long time?
This take a long time, bro.
Yes, long time.
Yeah.
If you died before then, and have you, with the one direct realization of emptiness, have you freed yourself?
아니 다 내년 기야요 말이지. 삼지대 고스마시잖아 마시 가서 지하는 지금 말이지.
Yeah, once you have realized emptiness directly, you will not be born through the power of karma and delusion. So you can take intentionally, you can be born intentionally. If I want to be born in such and such, with people like that, then you can of course be born, but you will not be born through the power of karma and delusion.
Okay.
So when you say a long time, like many sessions, like
Nothing many years, yeah.
yeah, like
Maybe-
first.
Maybe some, maybe very quickly, but some maybe it depends how you effort.
How much depends on how much merit you have.
Okay, now that okay, that one do yes.
So a question about the subsequent attainment, is it both meditation and daily life practices, or is it just one or the other?
Subsequent attainment.
Yeah.
The Prajnaparamita
제도에 동문님만 작용 말. 제도에서 동문님만 제도변나 냐바 마시고 동문이 또 와지 있는 냐바 작용 말했어.
So you don't meditate on emptiness during the subsequent.
But you meditate on, is it meditation on loving kindness?
Yeah, exactly.
Or is it actually have to doing those in practices? So is it just meditation on them, or do you actually need to do them in your daily life?
daily 제월 때 이제 제월 수능 속사월했어.
Well, what do you mean, like daily?
Well, do you
Do
have-
it.
I mean, you can meditate on the value of generosity, but be stingy and frugal and not giving money to anyone.
대이집이 되어 말이야. 배셔대가는 로고 말했어. 같이 들어지는.
곰지 아니라.
곰지 아니라. 이집이 하시 마태가 로고 되게 되게죠.
마이나다 그래서 짐바 곰상이 미지거든. 그 세나 이거 말아라.
그래서 같이 들리게 나고 고야 고는 배탄 거다 같이.
세나 이거 말아.
신나 고야도 세나도 요마되나. 휴좀 가도 나지도 요마되나.
뭐나다 곰세다 짐바 곰자가 세는 뭐네 대도는 세나 징들이 그러서 그래.
어때요? 나도 용세 배는 나도 용세. 사도죠. 야사도죠 요 말했어.
Yeah, so of course, when you have meditated on emptiness, on like generosity, and at that time you won't, and at that level, and of course now we like pretend to like meditate on a generosity, and then when we really go out and then give money to somebody, then we'll feel stingy. Like in our stage, yes, of course, ordinary stage, but in that level, on like when you're in path of seeing and you are meditating on generosity, then you will not, in the real life, you will not have stingy at all. You have like already, you're familiarized with that mind of giving, and you have no sense of loss, when you were giving at all. So at that point, of course, you can give anything, even your body, like flesh or bone, anything, any part of your body, you would be willingly giving. So now, right now, of course, we try to say, oh, may all beings be happy, but if somebody says bad thing to us, we get angry immediately. So our saying, and doing becomes totally different. But at that level, no.
Okay.
So yeah, and so Geshe said, you don't have to go out and give, you are meditating on generosity at that point, yeah.
Okay.
And so it's a boundary that it exists only on the minor part of seeing. So only on minor part of seeing, nowhere else.
Okay.
Okay, now the fifth topic, which is the function of the minor part of meditation. So it's the same as the benefit the minor part of meditation. And so it's saying that if when you reach or when you have achieved the minor part of meditation, then you'll have this and that benefits. So that's what it's talking about.
Okay.
All right, so let's read that. Function of the minor part of meditation. With regards to function, the definition of the minor part of meditation is beneficial quality attained through the force of cultivating the minor part of meditation, which is the means of attaining it. When divided, there are 6 because they are the functions of the minor part of meditation are through execution that brings mastery of the mind, bowing to all beings, the victory in the battle against afflictive emotions, never being dominated by the harm of sufferings, possessing the ability to achieve enlightenment, and the sight, the place where the bodhisattva on the path of meditation resides, becomes a support for worship. It is said they are through pacification, bowing to all, victory over the not being dominated by harm, enlightenment, and support of worship. Its boundaries are that it exists from the very minor part of meditation to the Buddha ground.
Okay.
So now you were meditating, right? You were meditating on and after you came out of the subsequent, the exalted wisdom of the subsequent attainment of the minor path of seeing, you went back to meditate on emptiness again, right? And so at that time it's neither of those two, and then now you can't realize emptiness directly again, and that then that meditation on emptiness becomes the antidote. When it becomes the antidote to the innate grasping of true existence, right? Now at that time, so now you have achieved the minor part of meditation, or the first part of the minor part of meditation, which is the uninterrupted part of the minor part of meditation. And so when you talk about this innate grasping of the true existence, there are many different levels, like the small, medium, and great. And then the small, each one is again broken into 3 parts. The small has a small, medium, and small, great. The medium has the medium, small, medium, great, and the great one has the great, small, great, medium, and great, like that.
Okay.
And so now you are meditating, right? So let's go back, meditate on emptiness now. Right, so that meditation on emptiness, is neither of those two, neither meditative equipoise nor a subsequent attainment.
Okay.
So now you are meditating, to meditate on emptiness in order to abandon the grasping, the innate grasping of true existence. Now again, not the whole innate grasping of true existence, right? So in the innate, like I mentioned, the mention like the the small grade. And so when you abandon, the grade is the more gross one. So you abandon the gross first, and then the subtle one, is harder to abandon. So subtle one you abandon later. So the gross one is the grade is the most gross one. And so you abandon, it becomes an antidote, to abandon the great inner grasping of true existence.
Oh yeah. 다 저도 냠바시다 다 저도 댄스 클린제 잡에 니니 잡아다 고노 빠지면 잡아인다스.
And so now that your meditation on emptiness, meditation on emptiness becomes an antidote, to that great inner grasping of true existence. And then you have achieved the uninterrupted part of the minor part of meditation.
뭐야? 다 저 고노 빠지면 잡아레스. 고노 넘어로 잡아레스.
And so now you have abandoned it, so you have seized that great grasping, the inner grasping of true existence, and that now you have achieved the totally liberated part of the minor part of meditation. And now you come out of meditation on that, and now you are in the exalted wisdom of the subsequent attainment of the minor part of meditation. So now you have achieved minor part of meditation, okay?
Okay,
so now what benefits are there when you have achieved minor part of meditation? And this is a total pacification that brings mastery of the mind. It means like you have a control over your mind. You can do whatever you want to, you can think whatever you want to think.
아니 저거 심지 간리지나 펜도시에서나 수수 파주고 내가 나지지네 펜도시네 심지는 도도 그래서 개워 탐준 놀아서
니버들 왜?
아니 바다 담보다 사람 완이었다 근데 시비 가로 생랑 완이었다 시비 근데 시와다 생도 아니 니바도 개워도 저랑 와는데 와서나 아니 출로고 심지 간리라 펜도시거나 아니 군순 내가 나지 취때네 심지 샘들도 그래서
심지 통모로 구버서 나시들
개워도 놀아서 놀아 안 다지는
So this is the second one. It says bowing to all beings, right? Like bowing. That's wrong, according to the Tibetan. So it should be like subduing all beings. So you'll be able to subdue all beings through your action or through your teaching and so forth. So like subdue all beings.
And then
the third one is the victory in the battle against afflictive emotions. So that means like now we are controlled by the delusions, right? We are defeated by the delusions. When you achieve the minor part of meditation, you will be able to defeat the delusions. The delusion doesn't defeat you; you defeat the delusions.
Okay, that's somebody. Shiwade dungaji noa nama majiwa kaji sholoki benan suenda dugo noa da ani nyumu noa kangiyan and zudo mare kangiyan to mares.
Yeah. Then the fourth one is never being dominated by the harms of sufferings, right? So now right now we are harmed. We are afflicted by all these harms, of weapons, poison, disease, and so forth, right? But when you have achieved, the minor part of meditation, you will not be afflicted by all these kind of harms.
And yes.
Does that mean that you don't have a negative reaction if you have a negative experience, or you just don't have any negative experiences?
Negative, you're negative 소설 중요한 너 같이 더 말했어.
말다 뭐라서는 다 소설 가래데 너버 허용 말했어 거기 뭐라 허용 너버 용 말했어 거기 너버 용 말나 소소 삼로 다네 되는 너버 많이 벌써 두었어.
너가 영화에는 너가 많이 없어도 그랬어. 소중한 컨트롤제도 그랬어.
너버 용
그래. 영어를 너가 영어 간에 영어로 왔어.
Yeah, so you will get the harm, but then through your meditation or mentality, the way of thinking, that harm doesn't become any harm at all.
Okay. Yes.
With number 2, bowing to all beings, you said that should be subduing. In the short commentary that I was trying to think of it's the one by Geshe Gyaltsen. He said bowing to all such as virtuous spiritual friends due to having destroyed pride and haughtiness.
제자들 깨지 말아 가지 깨워도 좀 너와나 깨워 보시고 유모가 그런 가지가 가면서도 그래서 같이 너도 그래서
네, 말하는 신다로 구바셔서 다들 들으면 구바라셔. mamma kushapja semje samala kushapji 그래서 근데 kushapji 가서는 소소 말절 매번 이제 말절 보라 좀 사이즈 semje 봐 구두 그래서 그러다 그래서 더 팔단다 게실로 게로 사바기 로선자소 right 게실로선자소
Yeah,
잠버자소 게시 잠버자소 yes
대요 이 스바리는 가서냐는데 그런 게 갑자기 또 주로 오는 거지. 내가 저기서 로.
내가 가자 갑돌로
아니면 는 그거 간다지는 도 봤어.
하우다시 둘라둘
도 발란다.
semje 둘었어 그래
선지 도 봤어.
so in Tibetan it says subdue
This is
it is subdue yeah so
얘네들
but yeah could have different meaning you know so Geshe he's going to read on a sutra on that context and also and then
오케이. 안에 다 동아지 수네 또 말했어.
봐줄지
야. Yes.
Question, because the teachings are, maybe as you referred to in the past, that in the context of Tibetan Buddhism, there's a culture also, so there's the study, and then there's the culture, so like, for instance, if you become sick, afflicted with suffering, you have a harm or suffering, then you also have connectivity between families or doctors or friends or I don't know, maybe it's different. Like in Western civilization, hard for us to understand because everything's so separate and distinct. Whereas I think maybe I'm wrong. But in your culture, perhaps it brings people together in a community so that it's like, it's not suffering, it's a way to show compassion for one another. Am I making sense? Like, this is, so for instance, I had very bad reaction to mold, and then today, for instance, 2 people called me to ask about what my experience was. And it gave me an opportunity, even though it was a lot of suffering for a year, a lot of work, but then now I have developed like a way of reaching out and helping some other people as a result of my suffering. So then it's no longer suffering. Do you know what I mean? It's
일단 너가 도다 동아 세야죠라 단다 동아 능이 말 세야죠라 단다 숨바들어다 말에 시바들어 동아 동아기 노바기 되는 것들이 능이 말해서 와라 대수된다 배나 가지고 단다 동아 삼해져라 소소 동아 삼해데 제마자양 모랑스나다 모랑즈 지금 단다디 가서 가서디 함리자들어라 대설아지 모랑 강게도서라 이나다 단다 니마 모라다 동아 망부 용어라 되게 되는 가면 망부 용어다 단다 미카셔야 되는 뭐라 카바다는 깨지기도 뭐라 저랑 냠욕한데 정도 산에 데라 간데지는 갑자기 자와 있으던데 뭐 되는 자와 있어 다 뭐라 동아 소용도 스매시나 펜바트가 삼았던 코드스 펜바로고 오라 되지는데 다들 야고도 되는 되지다 동아 메와 삼고도 데레베스 와다디
그래서 걸러서
도도브라 이제
다들 도도래 가지
이나다 코라도 슈치하다 코라도라 또 걸음레던도 뭐야 가라고가 자다 동라게 마무 슈치라 내가
제가 장기까지 강에도 저도 올라 그래서 가지 단단하도 강에도 춘내도 그러거든 아니 내려나 강에도 춘내도 말했어
yeah so it's similar to that right so very similar but you know of course our experience is very very tiny compared to you know what they can experience at the path of meditation. Yeah, so but it's similar, yes.
Okay.
You know, so similar, but you know, it's much greater at that. And that time, you know, you will have no sufferings at all.
I see.
So no matter how much people say or do anything, even they cut your limbs, you will not feel any suffering at all. And because of your mentality, through meditation and familiarization, you will be able to take that all. But of course, right now, something we don't feel. We say, oh, that's very good. I had that experience. Now I can share with others, and I can help. And so I feel good that I had that experience. Something like that. But it's of course this is similar to that, but it's much more greater there.
So much deeper.
Yeah, much more.
나 지금 내가 상처 써야 돼. 상처 고마야 돼. 아니 상처 좀 니봐 되거든. 상처 고마다 그랬다. 니봐 휴지 뭐 휴지하다 그랬어.
And then the next, the fifth one, it says possessing the ability to achieve enlightenment. Like so, when you're in a path of meditation, then you are the second last path, right? So you're very close, to enlightenment, and so you have a great ability, to achieve enlightenment.
아니 다 두바데 때 상처 고나바 칸도 주베 아니 사촌 최도의 집에 고나지 실내나 요셨다. 고나바데 가와 배워나 사자때 고나네 지워지 장로 그랬어.
And then
가와 배워나 가와 지워이나.
Six is that wherever he or she goes, that place becomes a holy place, a place of worship, So in any place, wherever he or she goes, that place becomes, blessed, a holy place of worship. So just like that, the throne here behind Geshe is the throne of His Holiness Dalai Lama. And so we consider that as a holy throne because that was seated by His Holiness Dalai Lama. Right? So His Holiness Dalai Lama, is a living Buddha, so who has taken a seat on that. So therefore we consider that as a holy object. So all these holy places, the place of worship, that we go and go on a pilgrimage, because these the holy beings like Buddha, Shakyamuni, and all other great masters have been there and and done their practices in that place. So therefore, that place becomes a very holy place, a place of worship.
Okay.
So it's just like that. So now this is talking about the benefits of achieving path of meditation.
Okay, and then that is also, and some teaching and
and then it says that the benefit, so the boundaries, this exists from the second moment of cultivating the mind and path of meditation through the Buddha ground.
Okay, it's okay. Okay, that's second way. That you move on.
Okay, so now the next one is the mind and path of meditation of belief. Right? So with regards to belief, the definition of the mind and path of meditation of belief is the mind has subsequently clear realizer, convinced that the three ends. When divided in basic terms, there are three. Mahana path of meditation of belief of one's own aims. Mahana path of meditation of beliefs of both aims and the Mahana path of meditation of beliefs of others' aims. Then there are 9. Each of the above 3 being divided into 3, small, middling, and great. When divided by way of secondary branches, there are 27. Each of the above 9 branches being also divided into 3, small, middling, and great. It is said, belief, one's one aim, one's one the other's aim, and others' aims is to be known as 3 types. Further, by small, middling, and great, is asserted to be threefold by way of dividing them into the small. Thus, it is asserted to be 27 types. Its boundaries are that it exists from the first ground through the end of the continuum of the sentient being. And so that verse, when it talks about the verse, like it is said, so that's coming from the root text, the Ornament of Clear Realization.
Okay,
so what do you understand here? So belief, right? So it says belief. So this belief is like not just like a blind faith, believing with wisdom. So the professional wisdom. So it says the source of the 3 aims, the belief in the profession of wisdom, right? So the path profession of wisdom, because the result profession of wisdom, and then the text, or scripture of profession of wisdom.
and tell it in the to go was.
So first you study the scripture professional wisdom, and then through that you attain the path professional wisdom, and then through meditating on the path professional wisdom, then you achieve the result professional wisdom.
And then they golom
So now this is all on minor path of meditation.
and golom
And so there are so many things you do on the meditation path, the path of meditation, minor path of meditation. So this is one of the things that you do.
and the tadela kade ana random bagolo ni de vejimo de sambachi bare na joma de washa somores.
And then this is divided in in terms of the aims, right? So one aim and the other's aim, and both and aims. So that's the same thought but different actions.
Okay, then to simji jeng to la ya sa jo kombo to ve che yoda ina ya sono tempa che yana lega che kala ya ana random do ani she kanu yin karo rai karo yin de karo raji si jun de si nyam se la batala ana random ba konom chi.
And so the thought is same, like in a sense that it's all about for the sake of others. It's all about for the sake of others. So the madam path of meditation is all about achieving enlightenment for the benefit of others, right? But so while having with that thought, when you meditate on the path perfection of wisdom, and then you achieve enlightenment yourself, right? You achieve it, so that becomes one's one aim.
What are the mothers? What are the mothers?
Ma says
What means?
ma.
Clear
Yum
realization,
said it.
convinced that the mothers are the
Yem lana de yem yulagre
Yeah, so the profession of wisdom.
yeah yumres
because they generated.
So
yum
through that, the Buddha is generated through that. It's born through that, born from that. So that's why it's called mother.
yum jindi de samlagres jindi de sam and the sheraji part of the shiva yumre sheraji part of shimbaza tony to be sherane tesra de jana yindi de nyamsela marte jevanda amal tene pekeva naji yim jindi de nyamsela marte ne and tony to be sherab chigre sano kores yim jindi de samna
다른 생각도 가서 퍼진세더라. 퍼진세 퍼진라.
니 yum세데 아니 용시 좀 되듯이 텔텔 거지 대해서 냐들 말았더니 아니 아주 산지 공부도 그래서
그래 다들 용대 되는 가서 어쩌다 가르숨사.
제가 임기도 저거 된다 가르나 아니 라지시신 저거시신 남시시 섬져 봤어 근데 대해서 냠설 넘바고 대들에 아니 로소치 발다 이치기 대화 용이 들어오시고 그래.
So the mother is the professional wisdom sutra. Professional wisdom sutra. Through studying that, then from there comes this professional wisdom. So the professional wisdom comes from studying the professional wisdom sutra. So therefore the professional wisdom sutra here, we have three the lengths, right? The middling, short, and the extensive professional wisdom sutra. So those are called the mother. From studying that, then you generate the professional wisdom. So just like your study, your knowledge comes from where? Your textbooks, right? You study the textbooks, so your knowledge came from your textbooks. So the textbook is the mother.
Okay, okay.
So the knowledge you have is the son, so that's born from the textbook that you studied.
Okay,
It's easy for you to understand, right?
Okay. And rando daji and nido mogona ta rando do jindo nigi chedeya ani tanda karo karo shishim de mittab de ushuere karo kaje ti ne jongshi shen rangshi shen de ushi sam de nyamse lenga tala nido moga kolomchi ta zo ani jendo ge chede ani ang action ta shidong 그렇지 봐야 맞지 이나 내가 제가 가는 내가 제가 그러니까 조진의 진들라는 이제도 뭐 바꾸는 거야 그래서.
And so then both it's like studying or practicing the professional wisdom and studying and practicing and it's all for the both, right? So both oneself and others. And then the belief of others' aims is with the same thought, wishing to achieve enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings, then you especially do other practices, for the sake of others.
단 네가 다 또 가르나 and the Raji Sheshi Mari, Yu Sheshi, Raji Sheshi, Dev Sheshi, Samlaya, Lam Sheshi Samlaya, and a Golom being Yamne Chetan, the demand of some reason for Kokuta.
And so, so these three, the scripture professional wisdom, the path professional wisdom, and the result professional wisdom. So these three are practiced in three different ways. That's what it means, like for the three different aims.
Okay, and then Santam Satombo the Jinti Panayos.
And then so it's the boundary, is from the because it's Nibanre.
Satombo the Jinti Panado.
Satombo. From the first ground, till the end of the continuum.
Okay, that is Chilu Nishitani to Tumakochi was.
So now, again, there's like more detail about the extension, right? Expanding, of the categories, expanding into 9 and then into 27. I don't think we have to go through that.
Okay, you guys are very good as a count. That in the government that pay card was not and Todam Katanga Batang said the paying is in yes. What?
Okay, so now then by meditating in that way, what is the benefit you achieve? That's in the 7th one. Is the beneficial the beneficial qualities of the path of meditation of belief, right? So the path of meditation of belief.
Everyone got it? Where are we?
7th, okay. Right? 7th topic.
Okay.
Of the second category.
Okay.
Okay, with regards to the praise, eulogy and non-religion, the definition of the mind, this of the mind of path of meditation of belief, an excellent qualities that is attained through the force of cultivating the path of meditation of belief, which is the means of attaining it. When divided, there are 3 sets of 9. 9 praises, 9 eulogies, and 9 laudations. They said, with respect to the profession of wisdom, in the context of belief, by means of the 3 sets of 9, they are asserted to be praised, eulogy, and lauded. His bonus that it exists from the second moment of cultivating the mind of path of meditation of the belief through the Buddha ground. And so in the path of meditation of belief, it says what are the way of meditating on those 3 aims, right? Or 3 profession of wisdom. Now after having meditated on those, what benefits do you achieve? So you will achieve 9 praises. You will have 9 eulogies.
And
then you have noun laudations. What is the difference between praise and laudation? Oh, you speak loudly.
And the Torah mother and the Tela and Napaja, Tela Kishik Chivatala Pajing, Napano Comedos. And the Kurva Nata Kuti Nimbana Kuti Sajua. Kurva Kutiragares. Yingwa Yinger. Then this was a Tokore sandwich. Tatoba the Kaji, Tela Chiranga, Chumalatene, Kaji Chiranga Kaji, Topa, Takaro, Tatoban Tobaro, Topamo. 야보를 아무 모양 그랬어.
야보라고 좀 맞았다. 야보 임바라는 고셨죠.
아니 티지라 딱 봐서야지 야보 임바도 맞지. 아니 티가야 저는 기습 용거랬으나 또 봐서 고면로. 되지? 아니 그거 봐서야 돼. 아니 다 대면서 teller나 지나가다 임바도 꿀티만 보여 그랬어.
These 3 seems like very similar, right? What's the difference in English? Praise, eulogy, laudations.
Eulogy is after you're dead.
What?
Oh, he was so good. He was so nice. He was so kind.
Yeah. He said praise is merely words. And
Yes.
that,
eulogy
shows the body and words.
The respect,
Yeah.
right? So not just saying, oh, he's so good, but it's also like paying respect to that person because he's been good, bowing or respecting, because of his being good.
Good is argue mala.
the laudation, laudation is like not only like paying respect, but also making offerings. So there's 3 different levels like that. So first you say he's good, so he's really good, and you respect him, and then he says, oh yeah, then you make offerings to him, like that.
Okay.
So you offer services and offer like material gifts and so forth. So there's the nine different ways, like 9 different way of praising, 9 different way of like eulogy, and then laudations like that. So in the text, the commentary, to the Ornament of Clear Realization, the commentary, of course, it's all in the commentary, detailed explanation about this. It's all in the commentary, but we don't have to go through that all details. And then they say the boundary is from the second moment, of cultivating the minor path of meditation of belief through the Buddha ground.
다 데려가 가려서는 안에 대신지 안에 고노 도바이나 안에 소소락 배도 가야 열어서 안에 니바데 안에 고노도 곰다마라고 가려서 선바데 고노 고바는 야지 소소라야 시티 다 니바도 그때 가려서 데리러 오는데 와서 신당 고노고 시바전자래.
And so he's all talking about meditation on the sort of mind path of meditation, right? So what benefits are there? And then what the gains you get from meditating on from generating the minor path of meditation and so forth.
Okay, you want to go next one? I think maybe not, yeah. Maybe too much, you guys. Okay, in the Delman of the Chidan, the shade, Jew, and the paying of the passing to Chatham to court, then also Never Jashing with Chazan, engage in the child of Coco Marst, not to go ahead and Maris.
And so, of course, we can't go through all this detailed explanation. Then it will be just like, going through the whole text, on the Ornament of Clear Realizations, the commentary, right? And of course, I'm not really qualified enough, to give all that explanations. And even if I was, you will not be able to understand it all. So there's no much benefit in going through all that detailed explanation. And so once in a week, we have just 2 hours, and even the 2 hours, when we, break that into a half, that's only 1 hour of study. And so that's not enough. So even just to go through this brief, explanation, of the Ornament of Clear Realization, in the form of these 70 topics, without having much time, whatever time that you can spend. You're spending that to do this study. That's very good. You are accumulating great amount of merit and leaving a very strong positive imprint in your mind. And so, having this opportunity to study this text, even just to hear the name, the text Ornament of Clear Realization by Buddha Maitreya is very, rare. And on top of that, you are having this opportunity to study and discuss about this. It's very, very amazing opportunity and amazing merit.
Yes.
Can I ask a question about one of the earlier topics of the Nora path?
Yes, which one?
What's the difference, the Nora path that knows the hearer's path? What's the difference between the Nora path that knows the hearer's path and the Nora basis close to the resultant mother?
Karo. Karas.
Nyatui lamshe lamshe tang, ane kare tanda.
Raja lamshe.
Mare shindari kare.
Teje lamshe.
Lamshe
yela.
Which one is that? The second?
The second one, the Nora path that knows the hearer's path. I was wondering how that differs from the Nora basis that's close to the resultant mother. Or the
So that's the next topic.
Yes. But
The shishi like more the tanda gida. Nyatui lamshe tang, ane shishi. The kaja deyum la nyewe shishi. Deyum la nyewe shishi ni keba kare skala.
not the next topic.
But it's about the Nora basis.
Yes.
No, deyum la nyewe shishi zora. So no, the no basis, they're close to the mother.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
The resultant mother, the close to the resultant mother. That's in the next one, right?
Yes,
In the next category.
right, the next category.
내가 용어를 했나. 제가 가는 것도 좋아해 봐. 내가 니네 시간 나도 시간 식시다. 저 티어다.
So we talked about that in during the no basis, right?
저 티어 저 야도 저 너도 지로 저 티어다. 내가 시에스.
So you have written in your notes.
Yes.
Do you find?
So
Did you
that's-
find it?
So that's why they seem the same to me.
근데-
A knower of paths that.
대부분 여기 시시도 가래 말아. 근데 년도 남자 가라는데.
데카
대부분 여기 시시도 가래. 먼저 특징을 말아.
니도 남시면 나시 라자 남시도 강가 상습법이잖아. 되게 집발에 대장 다다래서. 그러는 네가 거셔야 돼. 니도 남시면 나시 라자 남시 강가 상주스면 제라 요시래. 상주스면 제라 용데 내가 녀와래서. 니도 남시 라시면 니도 그 공고에도 집바 공고에서 저 대장라도 집발에서. 대군 대다 집발에서. 내가 니베지 세다 아니 니도 남시 라시 대다 집발에서.
Yeah,
네가
so-
네가 니도 남시 라시데 니도 코로게 제라 요시래 말이야. 상습법이 되시고 요러서. 대다 집바자대 그래서.
So yeah, it's very similar, like the close to the resultant mother, because it's talking about the know of the basis, knowing, know of the path, knowing the hearer's path. It's not talking about the realization in the hearer's mind, but it's talking about the realization in the Mahayana, the person who is in the Mahayana path of seeing. Right, so in the Mahayana path of seeing, who knows the hearer's path. So of course that's all talking about the Mahayana path of seeing. So therefore Mahayana path of seeing is close to the resultant mother, and so that's a very similar.
제가 내가 레미실 가는 대지도 가는 정도죠.
And so what is the definition? You remember the definition of the know of basis close to the resultant mother?
내가 ring.
The close or the far,
Far.
the distance.
Close to.
I'm talking about far word.
Far, they would be, there would still be, view a true existence or, and without.
내도 제바 드려야. 내도 제바. 내도 제바 드려야.
So that's with the grasping a true existence.
Grasping a true existence.
Yeah.
야. 제가 단단 니도 남시면 나셔다 내가 지위시니 단다 집어 용거래서.
내가
내가 니위시다 니도 남시면 남시니.
So yeah, so the close to the resultant mother, the know of the basis close to the resultant mother, and the know of the path, knowing the hearer's path is very similar, same meaning.
Same.
얘나야. 세전 뭐 돈도 해라선지 심배사도 와서. 야, 내가도 때 집어 용거래서. 내가 니위시다데 샤서 법에지 않네. 배나 다음에 또 배셔라. 뭐 다바도 셔라 자고 그래서. 내가 태양 고요 말해서.
가르다.
니도 남시다. 태양 고요 말해서.
So when you talk about the close to the resultant mother, it can be 돈도 셔라.
알아 태이다 내가 니도 또를 내가 좀 보지 봐. 대바때 거기서
집어래다.
집어버리셔. 대단 집어버리셔.
Yeah, it's the same actually.
야, 내 집아. 대단 니도 또를 내가 좀 보지 봐. 니도 또를 사다 다 나도 대처하지 봐. 그도 뭐래. 대다다 대단 집어버렸어. 집어 고쇼래서.
So yeah, it's the same meaning. So I can understand it's the same.
야. Okay, now go homework. What's homework? First one.
The first question was, what's the meaning of having activated the Mahayana lineage?
Okay. 가로. 대화 친구.
대버진 뭐 릭세베 이제 그랬어.
빨리 리식 된다.
그래서 된다 그랬어.
Okay. Who like to volunteer? We like.
It's having raised the great compassion.
Okay.
Having what?
Having raised the great compassion.
Okay.
Great compassion.
Okay. Julia, you have? Same. Okay, Mark. Good.
I didn't do it, so I don't want to make pretend I did. I didn't.
Okay.
Very honest.
Just lying
Okay.
about everybody else.
Having renunciation and compassion.
Okay, Jennifer, Deborah?
I would say having great compassion, because of great compassion, general bodhicitta.
Okay,
General bodhicitta.
Because of great compassion.
okay.
And the same, but adding commitment. A commitment and a commitment combined with other causes leads to the result of the knowing of the path.
What do you say again?
I don't know. Just skip it.
No. I just asked you, what you write?
Okay, you're certain, you have a certainty or a conviction about combining compassion and loving kindness for others.
Okay, Ian?
What you do in more than
When you hear the teachings on bodhicitta and you have tears and goosebumps and you start to develop a strong sense of faith in the bodhicitta, in the Mahayana.
Okay. Bob?
Having a strong faith in the Mahayana paths,
yeah.
in the teachings.
Okay, now Jennifer. Okay. Karen, you have?
I don't have anything.
Okay. Marshall, you have? Okay.
Mind generation is the substantial cause.
Okay. Ian, where you got that?
From you.
Yeah.
Okay, where you got that? Where you guys got that? The answers?
Where did they get the answers from?
Yeah. Where you got Bob?
What you said in class last time.
What did I say?
I thought you said it in class last night. It's what I wrote down from what you said in class was that, I think I remember, actually, now that Ian mentioned it, I remember you saying if you have strong tears when you hear the Mahayana teachings, and then, but you also said if you have just having a strong faith in that, in those teachings, can activate the lineage.
Yeah. That's correct. I think that was correct also. Real issue that what Ian said, this is correct.
Say it again, Ian.
Yeah.
It's like when you hear the teachings on bodhicitta and you develop, like your eyes get teary and you get goosebumps and you feel strong faith. It's like it's not generated, but it's activated, kind of like it's starting to awaken.
Have you heard that?
Yeah.
That's not what
Yeah.
That's an example of it.
Yeah, this is example, yeah.
So that wouldn't technically be Mahayana mind generation.
This is example. If you have like that, then it tells me to say,
So at that time, your Mahayana lineage has been activated. So again, so in order to activate the Mahayana lineage, you don't have to generate bodhicitta.
I think maybe my question is not correct.
So you can activate
Yeah.
Mahayana lineage before you enter into the Mahayana path.
I think you guys are right. I think I have to say my question is what science if you have the yeah, I think you have to say that, yeah. That's my bad. But you guys good. Yeah, raw. And then the yeah, I think my question is what science you have the
What's the sign of having activated the Mahayana lineage?
yeah. That questions the Ian's great answer. But you guys also great compassion, great bodhicitta, or you have strong faith. That also it shows you have the the Mahayana lineage.
Something you can come and go, you can have it.
Yeah, come and go all the time. Yeah, come and go all the time. Yeah, it's not there all the time. Okay. Now I think my question is not clear, but my question is what Ian said. What is science? Otherwise, you guys great compassion. Great bodhicitta, motivation. It's also science for you can. This for you're the great Mahayana lineage. Okay. Second question.
What's the function of the venerable knower of paths?
Hello.
남쪽이 연락이 제대 가렸어.
Hallelujah. Okay. Or who have? Okay. Yes. Who write? First I want to write. Who write? You can raise your hand. Okay. Then who? Okay. Okay. Deborah, can you tell me?
It's leading beings who have developed, leading beings who are ripened in right thinking towards liberation or enlightenment.
멤버죠.
Membership.
현재 멤버죠.
Okay. What do you have?
I had ripening and liberating infinite sentient beings.
Okay, yeah, like that, yeah. Tako jimambo mumbata ane duja yeah develop trubaka
Yeah, that's right. So leading, ripening the sentient beings and leading them, to the path of enlightenment.
Okay. Yeah, you need to watch okay. Okay, then second, third one.
Third question. In a knower path that knows the hero's path, what does it mean to be conjoined with the wisdom realizing emptiness?
Okay. Session 뭐 돈이 때문에 셔야지 가로.
년도 남식 없어라.
아니.
안들은 가서 돈이 모습을 싫어하고 심바스다. 또 중국어로 심바스 가서 그랬어.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Who right? Who knows? Okay. Do you know? Mark?
No clue.
What happened? Okay. Julia?
어떤 것도 주의.
코드죠. 코드하고. You're the last one, okay? Okay. Karen? He's just looking for you back. Okay, you right?
Hearers are conjoined with the wisdom of realizing emptiness. So knower of past that knows hearer's past is also conjoined with the wisdom realizing emptiness.
Okay, then my question is what means that the conjoined? Okay. Okay, Deborah.
It's a bodhisattva superior who has realized emptiness, but goes through the stages of the hearer in order to lead those beings who are on that kind of path.
So who have realized emptiness directly, but
they understand the path of a hearer, which involves more impermanence and selflessness. I'm not explaining it very well. So it's someone who has a higher understanding of emptiness, but goes through that path of hearer in order to lead those beings to that liberation.
돈이 모습을 싫어하고 이렇게 요때 이나다 코로나도 가서 냥토기 다 가서 두자 남라 튀어지도 되네 다 가서 다음에 또 싫어하다 메타도 싫어 되네 이렇게 받았어 그래서.
Okay, oh yeah.
I think it said, we just said we think that's the answer. What she gave was to question 4, but that.
What? Okay, yeah.
The question is, what does it mean to be conjoined with the
Yeah, what means conjoined?
Like, while the Mahayana superior is abiding in what there is to know to lead trainees that possess the hearer's lineage, they're never separate from the wisdom that realizes emptiness. They always have that there. It's always conjoined with it. So their wisdom that helps lead trainees on the path that possess the hearer's lineage, they never are separate from the realization that.
나 군도에 다 단단 냥토기 남식이 되기 냥토기 두번다 가서 두자돼서 람라 튀겨라. 이나다 코로나 때 튀어 요때 코로나는 돈이 왜 싫어도 센시바를 했어 그러다.
Okay, Bob.
I didn't write it down.
Okay.
So when a Mahayana superior meditates on the 16 aspects of the Four Noble Truths, they do it without seeing them as truly existing.
Okay, I have another question, okay? 아니, 니제 제보想지고 있으면 쓸려나 갈라오르세. 근데 니제想지고 있으면 쓸려나 갈라오르세.
So when you say great compassion conjoined with bodhicitta, what does it mean? Great compassion conjoined with bodhicitta, what does it mean?
It's like saying fire conjoined with heat.
Huh?
It's like fire conjoined with heat.
What means?
What does it mean? It means they are there together? They are there together.
No. No, it's not like that.
No, it influences. Like,
You need some different meaning. Okay.
So different?
We talk this, yeah, it's either conjoined with together, yes, together, but you need to some different meaning.
Right.
They have to have a relationship, not
Sodium
just together.
chloride conjoined or something.
No, influences, is like, so the question was, a knower path that knows the hearer's path. What does it mean to be conjoined with wisdom realizing emptiness? So a knower path that knows the hearer's path, then the object of meditation will be the 16 aspects of the Four Noble Truths, right? But what makes it a Mahayana path is because they're meditating on them without seeing them as truly existent. So that's being conjoined with the emptiness.
I know you talk about the conjoined, the other was in a terra martignam, they were tenorochi moravos.
Yeah, so it doesn't mean just, being there together only.
There's another meaning.
You experience it there.
Okay, experience, not that meaning, not there's another thing. Okay, yeah.
I think a better one is not just to go together, but combine. Because I looked at the definition of the word conjoin, and it means to combine. So it's more
Combine.
than
Duva,
just
the
together.
duva.
No. Okay, Bob, you have any thoughts? Brain, you have thoughts?
Yeah, similar to what Jennifer Barron said, the object of mastering the Four Noble Truths,
Pena,
you know.
Pena, okay, I'll give you another example, okay? Nandu Jilan Decha was.
So, for example, we have attachment in our mind, right?
Nandu Jilan gave some year was.
And we have a virtue in our mind, right?
Teni Nyamdo year was.
Are they together?
Nyamdo year
Yes,
was.
they are together.
Yeah.
In the same mind, right? We have both bodhicitta. I mean, the loving kindness and doshatan. We have the same both attachment and virtuous mind in our mind, right? We have both of them.
Okay.
Same time.
That's not necessarily same time, but the Nyamdo year was.
But they are there, right, together?
Yeah. Tanda Chudajala Kondo US.
Do you have anger in your mind right now? Right now? No? Yomar.
Kondo Ningan Chakurwe.
So you don't have anger?
Yes.
You have abandoned anger?
Tanda Chudajala Nyumo US.
You have
Tanda
anger?
Chudajala Nyumo US.
It's not made up.
It's not meant,
Okay, Tanda Chudajala Nyumo US.
If it is there, it has to manifest?
No.
So
Okay.
that doesn't have to manifest, right? It's not manifesting now, but it's there, right? You have anger.
The potential to
You have anger?
Yes.
Are you angry?
No, right? Okay. Tanda Chudajala Nyumo, are you
Do you have a delusion?
delusion?
about what?
Do you have delusion in your mind
No, right
now?
Probably yes.
Yes.
Yes, it was yes.
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 Chudajala Gesam US.
Do you have virtuous mind?
Yes.
Yes.
Teacher Nyamdo Duas.
So they are there together, right? They are together there.
Okay. 다 지나지 용모도 지나지 계산도 생각해봤어.
So is your mind, is your delusion conjoined with your virtuous mind? So it doesn't.
Okay.
So that's the
Come on,
difference.
come on. Okay.
It's contaminated, but does that mean conjoined?
제가 그냥 냠도 담지
Being together is not what it means, being conjoined. Right? So you can't say my virtuous mind is conjoined with the delusion. Can you say that? No. But they are together.
yeah.
That's what
Now.
it means.
Okay. Any thoughts? Yes, Deborah.
This context.
No, therefore I need to force you to not conjoin. Then this very easy to go this way.
Does conjoin mean they support each other?
No?
They support
빈주
each other.
도시와서라.
I don't know. We guys think.
So,
Means that they're together.
No, so that's just now we said it. It's they're together, but they're not
Together doesn't
conjoined. with
matter.
each other.
Doesn't work.
is it like,
Because right now we have the virtuous mind and delusion mind. They're together.
Well, if you say they're conjoined, then they're together.
But they're not conjoined.
They're not conjoined.
Yeah.
As I understand the error, but
Yeah.
from a higher perspective of
Okay, that's good. Anyway,
Is
now
it like,
yes.
sorry,
Yes.
is it like timelessness, where you have a sense of time but also timelessness at the same time?
No. This is support each other.
Support each other.
Yeah, support each other.
Okay.
그래 단한 가지고 용모가 바로나 계속 공동 말아봤어. 계속 걸면 용모 맞아도 용모 맞으나 계속 바로 봤어.
So yeah, the delusion and the virtuous mind can be together, but they are not conjoined with each other in a sense that they don't support each other. Like if you have a virtuous mind, the delusion will go down. If the virtuous mind goes up, the delusion will go down. If the delusion goes up, virtuous mind will go down.
제가 둘이
So they
슈마야.
are not supporting each other.
오케이. 다 선사에도 와. 근데 상주고 생긴 근데 니지서나 상주고 강사들이 상주고 좀 가서 공부로나 니지 못하려 공부로 그랬어.
And so when you say the great compassion conjoined with bodhicitta, that means they're supporting each other. So more you increase the compassion, the more bodhicitta will be increased.
다 나중에 니지 전부터 약한 공부해와이나 지지 상주고 좀 공부로 그랬어.
And same with more the higher the bodhicitta goes, the higher the compassion will go too.
대는지 다 용어로 선수를 배는 내자다 배나 셰단이 쓰지듯이 자도 그러고.
So yeah, so then you can have the same kind of two kind of delusions, conjoined with each other, sense that they can support each other. When you have one delusion, the other delusion helps to increase it also higher.
Okay, any doubts? Yes. You want a little bit debate?
No,
No.
don't doubt, I'm just
Yeah.
grappling with it.
Okay, this is
Yeah.
sense in that support each other. Support means also 지 공부는 지 공부로.
Support each other. So when one goes up, the other goes up also.
Are they separate minds?
Yeah, separate minds, of
Separate
course.
mind.
So then they can't, can only one mind be generated at a time, at one time?
그래서 나도 내가 기와도 놓치면 저거 말이야. 나 공부로 좋아해서 내가 지난 게
You can generate both minds, but of course manifesting, you can only manifest one mind in ordinary people's mind. Only one mind can manifest at a time, So, but generating, you can generate many minds.
단단 가서 배나 혈압 공부로 그랬어. 단단 가서 혈압 공부로 그랬어.
So right now our wisdom is increasing, is it? Right? More we talk, more we come to understand. Right? More we know, so knowing is the wisdom, right? So the wisdom is increasing. And then at the same time, we're doing other virtuous actions, right? So then those are going up also, right? So they are conjoined.
Okay.
So knowing
Okay.
the ear, knowing the ear's path increases the wisdom realizing.
No, first stop there, okay? 다무주도 서제스 하고서 선세다
So
고서.
now you understand conjoined, not just being together.
Next 3 weeks I'm going to ask question again, okay?
So in this context, let's say that I don't know what the English definition can be for the conjoined, but in this context, it means to support each other.
Support each other. Okay.
So when you say one is conjoined with the other, that means these two will support each other.
Okay. Okay, do you have a question?
Well, it's basically what Ian was asking is, so you're saying that when
Okay, that's okay. Now I can 들리다 상주 샘베지지 돈이 도시라 가서 고모는 디지 다음에 도시라 고모도 그랬어. 디지 다음에 도시라 고모주나 디지 돈이 도시라 고모도 그래. 강가 시라 붙여서 왔어.
And so the wisdom realizing emptiness, within the continuum of the minor part, the bodhisattva and the minor part of seeing. So the more understanding of emptiness increases, that much more the understanding of the selflessness will increase also. Selflessness.
Is reverse true also though?
Huh?
Is the reverse also true?
So for the minor part of seeing, yes. 충분하다. 다음에 또 시작 가서 공부하시면 또 시작도 다 하고.
야, 강가로 상주 샘베지 람 강가 집어지 찍스 버치고 강가 고모도.
Yeah, so on the minor, the path within the continuum of the bodhisattvas is the same. So all the path, so the path here is just only the positives, right? So not the negatives, only the positives. So the paths, are all supporting each other. So when one goes up, the other goes up also.
제가 나도지 계속 가수지 계속 찍식 상거스러 봐.
So yeah, same with ours. Our positive minds, it's the same. So when our positive, one of our positive mind, is conjoined with the other positive mind in the sense that it supports each other.
Okay, 다 제가 맞춰서 내가 테마 잡을 합사해서 그마다 몸을 합사해서.
So now don't forget it, okay? Conjoined. Because he mentioned more than 100 times already.
Okay. The 숨쉬는 게 아주 더 되게 됐어.
So 2-3 weeks later, again, we're going to come with this question again.
Okay. Okay, now last question.
No, but so
Okay.
how does that answer the third question then? What if a knower path that knows the hearer's path, what does it mean to be conjoined with wisdom?
제가 디그 그래서나 스테리 샤저 샘바지 돈이도 베시라 컴펜도 와이네 디지 아니 베나 다음에도 베시라 마타바주로 도 베시라 때 컴펜도 그래서 고고.
So that understands, that more when the wisdom realizing emptiness in the continuum of the Arya Bodhisattva and the path of seeing increases his real wisdom realizing emptiness, and that much more also the wisdom realizing selflessness will increase also.
마타바주로 서로.
So wisdom selflessness or impermanence and so forth.
Okay. 가르스나 니한테고 또야데 못하다 주로 임바 가서는 라임바스.
And so last time, just like you mentioned, the 16 attributes, of the Four Noble Truth, is the path, realized by the hearers, right?
대다 장제되면 이제 돈이도 해야돼야 고매로나 되지 못하버지도 별로도 고매도 그래서.
And so when the wisdom realizing emptiness, in the Bodhisattva on the path of seeing increases, he's realizing a realization of emptiness, and then also his realization of those 16 attributes of the Four Noble Truth will also increase. And so they don't have to particularly work on the 16 attributes of Four Noble Truths only. So more understanding you have of emptiness, more understanding you will have of the 16 attributes of the Four Noble Truths also.
Okay? This question, answer?
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, now for question.
What is the meaning of a Mahayana superior's exalted knower that abides in a type of hearer's realization?
Okay, this is a super duper question. Okay.
I bet nobody has the answer.
Okay, do you have?
That's how difficult it is.
Yeah. What do you have?
Well, I think that's mutually inclusive with the knower path that knows the hearer's path. So it's a Mahayana superior's exalted knower that in a manner of being conjoined with mind generation, dedication, and the wisdom directly realizing emptiness abides in a type of clear realizer of what is to be known in order to lead trainees possessing a hearer's lineage.
You're just reading the definition.
Because that's what he says, what's the meaning of Mahayana superior's exalted knower that abides in a type, and I said, well, the answer is it's mutually inclusive with a knower path that knows the hearer's path.
Or mutually inclusive with?
A knower path.
It doesn't question. Okay.
So it says that it is the Mahayana superior's exalted knower that abides in a type of hearer's realization. Are mutually inclusive. So what's the question?
The question is, what is the meaning of a Mahayana superior's exalted knower that abides in a type of hearer's realization?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That's the question.
Ian? Okay, do you have? Okay, Mark. You know what happened?
Superior's exalted knower that abides in a type of hearer's realization.
Okay, Julia, you don't write?
Definition.
What I found was that the Mahayana superior beings understand the path, but know that the path is empty of any true nature in itself, and it's not truly existent. All things
No, you guys doesn't go to any close there. Okay.
Because nobody will understand this question.
Yeah, this is
That's why I said I bet nobody has answer.
Okay.
So now, what is the main, the topic of meditation, of the hearers, superiors?
Okay.
What is the main, the topic of meditation, of the solitary realizer superiors?
Okay.
What about the Mahayana superiors?
Okay, that's good. That's clear, right? 다 상선 법이지라 아니 상선 법이지지 변나 상선 법이지 아니 변나 다음에 도배 시랍대 그래서나.
So what about the meditation and what about the wisdom realizing selflessness within the continuum of Mahayana superiors?
대 니도 봐봐 말고 상선 봐봐라 와서. 얘나 고려한테 니도 봐봐 고려한테 찍발라 그래서.
다음에 도 시랍대.
다음에 도 시랍대. 그래 다음에 도 시랍하면 다음에 대 니도 봐봐 고려한테 고리 찍발해서.
So wisdom realizing selflessness within the continuum of the Mahayana superiors, right? So what are they meditating on? Selflessness, right? So what is the selflessness usually meditated by? The hearers, superiors, right? So what they're meditating is the same thing.
Tourist nesat.
And so that's what it means. Right? So the Mahayana superiors, the exalted Nova, that abides in the type of a healer's realization.
Okay?
Understand?
It's clear?
Type of healer's realization. So what is type of healer's realization? Selflessness, exactly.
대다 니나라도 니지 tourist 네베 대좀베 침바나 샹센 파베지 다음에 또베 히랍데 니디 tourist 네베 샹베 침바레스. 가르나 그거 또야데 다음에 인사 니디 파베 거기서 다음에로 대치 버레스.
And so it is here, it is the selflessness, the wisdom realizing selflessness within the continuum of Mahayana superior, right? And so the selflessness, is the main topic, of meditation by the healers, right? So the healer's realization. So that's the healer's realization. And what the Bodhisattva, the superior Mahayana superior, meditating on now here, is the same as the type of the healer's realizations. So what they are meditating on now, the wisdom realizing emptiness, the wisdom realizing selflessness within the continuum of Mahayana superior, is meditating on what? Selflessness, right? So that is the selflessness is actually the type of the healer's realization. And that is what is meditated by the Mahayana superiors. So that's what it means here in the Mahayana, and the know the path that knows the healer's path. So that understands or knows the type of the healer's realization. That is the wisdom realizing selflessness within the continuum of superior Mahayana superiors.
The question was with Mahayana superiors exalted knower that abides in the path of clear realization. And it's the same as the knower class that knows the hearer's path.
So
type of, so here's the type of healer's realization, That's the main, the word of the question.
Okay. It's a little bit clear? Okay, now homework. Well, that's yeah, 대전 돈을 받지 말아도 녀조시 걸어마비 아니
So I give an illustration, of neither meditative equipoise nor subsequent attainment of the Mahayana path of seeing.
Okay. 아니 대전 권록이 반대 파페 아마데 셰바 나 가르쳤나 배 가서 요새나 다들 갑자기 뒤져도 대들 뒤먹고 싫어
실례서더라
실례 야만 대전 권하고 실례는 가려고 그러나
So what are the functions of the Mahayana path of meditation?
What means
the Mahayana function of the Mahayana path of meditation?
So
what is the meaning of the function of the Mahayana path of meditation?
Okay. 아니 대신지 권하냐 권담하라고 가세요. 무바 권함 사들다 이제.
So
이제 무바 권하이다. 권담하라고 가세요나.
So how many ways of meditating? How many ways of meditation are there in the Mahayana path of meditation of belief? Okay?
Okay. Tapos ito na daw, mendo.
How many, 3 or 4? Sum.
아니 무바 권함지 방향당스. 아니 권하고 시바지 저거까지 요랬어.
So what is the difference between the functions of the Mahayana path of meditation and beneficial qualities of the Mahayana path of meditation of belief?
What the difference then?
You said it one more time.
What is the difference of the functions of the?
Yeah, the function of the mind are part of meditation, and the beneficial qualities of the part of meditation of belief. So yeah, you can just say what's the difference between the functions of the functions and the beneficial qualities of the mind are part of meditation. Functions and beneficial qualities.
Okay? Okay, don't be discouraged, okay? No, discouraged. Discouraged, okay? It's not easy. Okay, you can do the short one.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Try to you do homework. Just write something. Don't bring the blank paper. Right? If you bring the blank paper, they should you not do homework.
Okay, page 39, we're going to do the very short thing that the Umses have been requested when Geshe says do short, which is no singing. Ground, perfume anointed, flowers strewn, narrow forelands, sun and moon adore, seen as Buddha field and offered, thus may all sentient beings enjoy pure lands. I send forth this jeweled mandala to you, precious gurus. That's the line following the second verse. Okay, page 43, the short long life prayer for His Holiness. In that snow mountain encircled land, source of every benefit and joy, Vela Tenzin Gyatso Chenreze remain in life till samsara's end. And the dedication prayer is on page 57. Through this virtue may I swiftly, having gained Guru Buddhist state, place each and every sentient being without exception in that state. Precious supreme Bodhi mind, may it where unborn arise, and where born never decline, but increase forevermore. And then the Mixima on page 75 this thing. Mig re se re ter chen chen re si Dui me kien pe wang po yam pe yam dang chen ke pe su gen song ka pe wu sang gra pe shabla so wadim. Thank you, Geshe.